Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Old Streams farm, where today we're doing some tedding. We'll be doing some windrowing very shortly as well. And we will be making hay very shortly indeed. Hopefully at the beginning next week. Actually, hopefully at the end of the day, hopefully today. Because I'll only windrow a couple of fields. Do the rest off camera, and then we'll do a full baling episode next week sometime. Here we go. So this vent is doing well. I've had some time with it. I forgot to log out as Steam. Sorry about that. Little jump cut there. Forgot to do a couple of things before I started recording. So this vent, I've had some time with it. We're at probably about sadly 1.5 hours of work on it. I think I've done more. Up to a couple of hours of work at least. And I'm really liking it. Vent 724. We'll be using this probably again to do the windrowing, though we might get the John Deere out for that. We might even use the New Holland. And I will need to, at some point, go to the shop and grab all the stuff that's there. So the plan for today is windrow up this field, that field there, as quickly and as neatly as possible. And then get them both windrowed up. After that, we won't windrow these fields, we'll windrow a field closer to the yard, because we will need the baler as well, and I've just realised that for the baler I'm going to need a bit more power, so I probably will use this fend. Did I miss a bit there? I did miss a bit there. And there. So I'll use probably the John Deere on the windrower, and then the fent on the baler, just so we get a bit of variety of equipment. There we go, I shouldn't have missed any. And yeah, I'm surprised that I figured out how to drive this vent pretty quickly. I mean, I am only using reasonably basic stuff. I'm using foot pedals and all that kind of stuff. I haven't gone into the really fancy stuff this vent can do just yet. Don't know if I'll even bother, because it seems to run reasonably well with just the foot pedals. And the turning circle on this is fantastic. I really have to say, this thing is an amazing turning circle. Is that done? Yep. So you can basically, at 700 or 1700 RPM, spin on a dime. There we go. A speed of what? 25 kilometers an hour. Gotta admit, I am impressed by the performance of the fend. There we go. And last bit of this section. Lovely. So now we just got this kind of upper tier of the field to do. You can see we got quite a lot of grass mowed. We are in the kind of the southern area of the map of Old Streams, the area known as Old Streams. This is south of the river, by the church, in fact. And yeah, we got two meadows side by side that we have mowing rights on. Work rights on, so might as well make use of them to make hay. I think I've shown you every meadow we have now at some point or another. One of them has been turned into the compost plant, and we can actually mow that up at a later stage. We're not too worried about getting that perfectly mowed at all. We can mow that up at a later stage, use a forage wagon or something to just put the grass straight into the compost master and worry about that from there. So in through to the second meadow here. They are connected by a gate. In through here, and away we go. Did do some bit of derpage in the mowing where I ran into that telephone pole. I'm just gonna try and get that bit of... yeah, that's about as much as I can get there. So, it's just gonna be a case of make sure this is windrowed nice and neat, or tedded as much as possible, and then windrowed as neatly as I can. I've run into the fence with the tedder. There we go. Freed it. The windrow is going to make it a bit more... well, it's going to make it easy enough for me to do the baling. I do plan on doing all this work manually, despite the fact that we've got Sergey about. He just refuses to use Western-style tractors. He will not use anything other than that Russian equipment, for whatever reason. He just refuses to use it, so we might have to... take on another helper at some point, and hopefully they will be a little more at ease using a variety of equipment. Because I don't mind Sergey being that picky. It just means that some of this work I can't really get done in the easiest manner possible. It's not too efficient doing everything by yourself and having to swap equipment over. In some cases, having to swap entire tractors over, which is why I'm upsizing upscaling the size of the equipment we own. It's easier to use bigger equipment to do the same job than to use smaller equipment, take longer, and have to put twice as much time and energy into it. There we go. Especially when it comes to harvesting. The next major purchase is likely to be a brand new combine harvester, or at least a bigger one, and that'll likely be after we sell the grain from the last harvest. Now I am tempted to get triple mowers, butterfly mowers, or something big like that. There is a big M for sale at the moment, and that is a tempting prospect indeed. But I can't make any guarantees. In fact, I'm gonna run away for a second and just pause the video here. Alright, so let's just continue on. I had to go run and do something real quick, so I apologize for the second jump cut. I'm doing well. I'm making more work for myself is what I'm doing. So we're almost done with this segment, which is nice. Well, this field, in fact. And what I can do then is just bring this fent back to the yard with the tedder on the back, and I can show you exactly where we've been mowing. Not mowing, tedding. In relation to the yard, if I can get my bearings real quick. And then hopefully we'll get some windrowing and baling done today as well. We should in theory have time to do that. It's all kind of dependent on how slowly I take things. How much time I take and how perfectionist I am. But it should be alright. Let me think. I'm trying to get my bearings now where exactly I am. If we go out there and down to the left, it should bring me out onto the a road that I recognize properly. There's the slaughterhouse. Okay, and this should bring me down to the main yard. There's the BGA. There's field 15. Awesome! I know where I am. Roughly, very roughly. So let's get to the farm once again. That's the last field we had to ted, by the way. So as you can see, all the fields around here are tedded up. And I'm hoping to buy another field or two in the near future as well. possibly that field there. Probably that field there, actually. That would be highly convenient. Just to expand the farm outwards a bit. There we go. And we're back in the yard. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tether away. I'm going to keep you guys with me for this. I'm going to put the tether away, grab the baler, which should be parked up somewhere. I'll also have to grab the deer and take the mowers off that. I did lease out some butterfly mowers just to test them out. Take them out in a demo for a couple of fields. Where's the baler? There's the baler. So let's get the Fent onto the baler. That should be good enough. Yep. And out of the way here, because the John Deere's gonna need to come through there most likely. Just stop that up. Get the deer. Not cheat a tad bit. There we go. And I am leaning forward, by the way, just so you know. Before anybody gets confused. I will need to turn the HUDs on so I can see what exactly is selected. It is currently the tractor, which is what I want right now. I've blocked my own way in here. Fantastic. Okay, well in that case, let's disconnect the mowers over here. I'll need to select that mower. Unfold you, good sir. Because you need to be in the lowered position for me to disconnect you correctly. There we go. I'll put the front mower right in front of you. Don't know if we'll keep these guys for too long. They do need to be washed as well, so that'll be something we'll do over the winter months. There is theoretically still one round of mowing that can be done. That'll probably also go into hay. Although, if I decide to sell those mowers up and get something a bit bigger after a big windfall, that wouldn't exactly be a big deal. Right. Are we close enough to this window? Yes, we are. Awesome. Let's get into the field. Gonna windrow that field over there. And the chickens are causing all sorts of problems. I will need to actually check if the chickens have laid many eggs. Something I haven't been doing of late. Get the window on, and away we go. One of the reasons that I want to buy that field there. In fact, I may do it today. May do it when we're finished windrowing this field. So I'm going to get the drone out. Actually going to do that. Now, oops. Now get the drone out so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So as you can see, we're making a huge, actually monstrous windrow of hay. Wow. And we will be ploughing up these fields in the reasonably near future, so it doesn't matter too much that there's some out of character wonkiness going on with the GRLE file that has been fixed in a patch of the map, but I don't have that patch 100% installed because it would screw up my save game. I haven't done a GRLE swap, or GDM swap as it is now. But we are going to windrow this field up in its entirety and then get the Fent back out with the baler. What I want to do, real quick, is just take a snapshot with the drone. of our deer doing some lovely, lovely work. We'll take a screenshot of a snapshot of the Fent doing some work as well in a moment. Because we will be getting hay into bales very shortly indeed. We do two headland passes with the roar. Or the rake, as some people have insisted on me calling it. We'll be doing two headland passes with the rake, and then we will just start going up and down, which shouldn't be too much of a hassle, in theory. In practice, it's me, and, you know, I'm an idiot, so stuff's gonna go horribly wrong. Like that turn. Oh, there we go, we shouldn't take too long windrowing this up, and then we'll get the baler out and hopefully make short work of this field. Hopefully. I'm only going to windrow up this one field and get this baled up. Then I'll go around with the windrower on all the other fields, and hopefully in the next video we will be doing some, well, a lot of baling. I want to bring you guys on a tour of all the meadows at the same time. Well, not this meadow because it's close to the farm, and we've done actually the most work on camera at this meadow, primarily because it is close to the farm. Also, the windrows are so big that I've got to turn the windrower off, else it'll catch the windrow as we're passing over. That's the sign of a good windrow. When you have... Wow, that's actually huge. When you've got to turn the windrower off just to pass over it without windrowing the windrow, that's when you're doing good. That's yeah. Yeah. I'm quite happy with how this is going. We're gonna have... I think the words excessive amounts of hay are coming to mind already. Just from the size of these windrows. So that's going to be quite a lot of hay just out of this field alone. And this is one of, I think, 6 or 7. Maybe more. So we're not going to go... yeah, we're not going to be short on hay anytime soon. We may end up having to actually sell some of it immediately. But once we do have the hay made, we'll have everything we'll need for cows, which means we can start buying cows in the next week or so. At least that's the plan. That might all go sky high if, you know, something else crops up that we need to take care of. But hopefully the plan is we'll be getting cows very soon, and Sergey might actually have to do some work for once. Because his little 3-wheel tractor can run the feed mixer. I do need to actually invest in probably a zetter for Sergey so he can actually do some field work. Because he's flat out refusing to drive anything that's not either red or Russian, and I don't want to buy a case. Or a Massey. I might buy a Massey. I'm considering a Massey. Even a Massey harvester he'd drive, so that is a potential solution to the whole Sergey is refusing to do any work because most of our tractors are green now problem. Green and American at that. Well, green and or American, because New Holland and John Deere are both American-based companies. There we go, that's this field windrowed up. And I must say, it does look quite nice. It actually looks very nice. So let's grab the Fent. Get this into the field as well. We'll get this into the field now. And swing it in. So we should, in theory, get this field done in the next, hopefully 10 or 15, well 10 or so minutes. Need to unfold the baler, so let's get the baler unfolded. We'll just watch that happening. And I gotta go in cab, because something stupid is gonna happen as soon as I start baling the hay. Get the pickup down and start baling our hay. And the stupid thing that happens is that the straw bale magically, by the power of farm sim, turns into hay. So if I go out now, we've got a hay bale sticking out the back of the baler. That's coming out quite quickly, actually. Holy cow, this is going to be a lot of bales. So we got 1, 2, 3. Yikes. That's the second. Okay, we're going to get like probably 30 to 40 bales out this field. This is going to be significantly more than I'd expected. Because that's bale number 4, just kind of considering there it goes, dropping off now. They're just launching out of this baler. Good grief. Yeah, now I know how one lonely farmer feels, because this is stupid. This is insane amounts of hay. I'm not complaining, but we are going to have to sell some hay bales because we're going to have an absolute insane excess of this stuff. We might actually be able to tend some sheep, because all they need is hay and water, and if we've got an excess of hay, that means that we'll be good for sheep. Because this is quite many bales. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think, so far. We're gonna get like 20, there's 10. We're gonna get like 20 to 30 bales out of this field. This is going a lot better than I could have ever hoped. Wow. And what's even better is the bales are dropping off at actually convenient points that they're not going to be blocking a windrow off. I will come and clean up those dregs at the end. Turned on the indicator by mistake. There we go. Let's get the drone down and take a nice picture of this happening. So just slow down a bit. And there we go. Get the drone in a bit closer as well. And maybe one from the back as well, just for good measure. Like that. So let's work on getting the rest of this field done real quick. And we'll end the video after that. I will get a bale count going once we got this field completely done, because holy cow, that's a lot of bales already. It's just dropping bales off like they ain't even there. I am so glad that I got this instead of the small baler, because this thing is, I think each bale is 4,000 litre. Each bale out of the small baler is 500, I think. So dodged a bullet there, because that small baler would just be dropping them end to end. And there goes a bale flying for some reason. Okay, physics. Thank you for that one. Yeah, this baler is... yeah, these fields are... I was never told the grass here was such... because this isn't even fully grown grass. I could have got even better yield still if I'd let the grass grow fully, and I might do that next year. Because this is, yeah, this isn't even the final form. You know, I could have got even better yield had I waited another day. That's kind of a scary thought. Or another month, I guess. That's kind of a very scary thought. In fact, it's a terrifying thought that this isn't even the best that this grass can produce. You know, this amount of bales is less than optimal. And we'll still probably get another bale out of this grass yet. That one bale looks like it's setting itself up for oh, it just popped off. Yeah, this is... When I said we'd be doing some baling and getting quite a lot of, you know, some hay bales, I didn't mean all of the hay bales we will ever need. And out of character, this isn't even a trick baler. This is legitimately 4,000 litre bales. This is... I have no words to describe how amazed I am with the yield on this field. Because this shouldn't actually happen. Like, this is legitimately the only reaction is what on earth is going on with this grass. This is the most insane hay I have ever seen in Farm Sim. But that is our field done. We'll get a bale count real quick. How many bales we've done today already on one field. 25 out of that field. 25 bales out of... if I bring up the map here. This field here. This one's bigger. And, you know, we've got this one here, this one, and these two to do yet. And we've got probably as many hay bales already as we have straw bales in total. In fact, we can check that in the statistics. 59 bales total. Yeah, so we've got pretty much as many hay bales now as we do straw bales in total. Good. Good. I'm going to need more fields. That is a given. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pick one up right now because we've got the money. This is kind of an unplanned little addition. Just to get more winter straw, winter barley done. We're going to pick up another field. We'll leave the fence running. And field number 3 here can be bought for €80,000. Or £80,000. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button below. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on the Old Streams Farm. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.